Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to your X reading for the month of March 2020. I hope everyone's well. Scorpio, I'd like to thank each and every one of you that have subscribed, that have liked, that have commented, that have shared. And I just want to thank absolutely everyone for the views. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new to the channel, my name is Andrea. This is Soul Embers. I hope you stay for the journey. Scorpio, I have already cleansed and meditated and channeled energy for you. Anything and everything you need to know about how I go about doing these readings, how the energies can be applied, flipped, reversed, turned upside down, what we mean when we say timing is fluid, and how to go about applying timing in readings, what to do if the message does not resonate, the disclaimer, which has important information about the content of the channel, as well as my contact details to those of you that would like a personal reading. All of it is in the description box below. Feel free to check it out. All right, Scorpio, let's get ready for this reading. What's going on with your ex? What brings you here? What clarity do you need? What is it that you're looking for? What Scorpio am I connecting with for the month of March in matters relating to your ex? Very much a contemplating type of energy for you, Scorpio. This month, I feel that something is cooking. And I don't know if it's you or if it's the person that you're here for this reading for. The letter M was really persistent while I was channeling. I was seeing M's everywhere. I was seeing capital M's, I was seeing lowercase m, M's with different fonts and M's with different colors. I was seeing M's with lights, like fairy lights around them and neon lights around them. There are M's absolutely everywhere. So I have no idea what that means, but this M person that you are or you're connecting with, this is someone that has been in your presence for quite some time. You guys have been coming and going and trying different things and unable to let each other go for quite some time. And what I'm getting here is that the process is so slow on shifting the energy. You know, things remain the same for such a long period of time, and then you see positive movement towards an aspect that makes you happy, but it's very slow. And I feel that there are lessons here that you both learn from each other as this evolves. You're both teaching each other how to deal with challenging emotions. This is what I'm getting. I feel that the Scorpio that I'm connecting with really have trouble expressing how they feel, and they generally express their feelings through intimacy, and that's when you feel you can really connect. However, with this union, you found that intimacy only gets you so far, and you're not able to receive whatever it is that you're looking for within this person through intimacy alone. There needs to be a different approach, which is something I don't feel that you're quite comfortable with at this moment anyway. So I have no idea what that's about or who that resonates with. I'd love to know. The message is very interesting, very interesting. So let's have a look at how the energy, how the cards connect to the channeling. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm getting here, guys, is, you know, when it comes to this person, you have definitely been through it with them. It's been a long journey. Like, I felt that from the get-go. And with every time they would go through this phase of retreating, because I'm getting this energy where they would come in and they would give hot and heavy, and then they would be retreating. Or I feel that towards the later stages, coming up to today, let's say, of this cycle that keeps repeating, you were the one that actually would put the brakes on before they had the opportunity, because you felt that you were losing too much control over yourself and you really wanted to regain that type of control. I feel that conversation wasn't a big factor with you. A lot of things were left unsaid and it was energetically felt. So when you guys would go into separation, it's almost like you knew what was going on. They knew what was going on. You knew that they would be back. They knew that they would be back. At some point during this whole cycle, it became the norm. Oh yeah, so-and-so, they're going through their thing again. They're off doing their own thing. They'll be back. It became the norm. And so you became used to living this way of life. I feel that where you were dating before, you may have stopped throughout the duration of this because you thought that this was your new norm. But something didn't feel right. And every time that they left a burden with you. They left a sense of heaviness with you. And the heaviness wasn't just their actions, let's say, or their inaction, and vice versa, because I'm getting this is both ways. I'm getting that it was more about the weight of you not taking control of it and accepting it. You lost yourself on this journey. This is the message that I'm getting. Somewhere within this cycle, this norm that you had become used to, you felt wasn't right. You felt it. And as every time they would go, or every time you would go, that weight became heavier and heavier and heavier to carry. That it was almost like your intuition was trying to alert you to the fact of, hey, Scorpio, this is not you, remember? This is not what we wanted. Remember what you wanted? Remember who you are? This is not what you wanted, And so finally the weight became too much for you to carry. And I feel that you just snapped. And when I say you snapped, I don't mean you physically had it out. You may have, but you may have just finally not tried anymore because you realize that you've completely gone off your path and what it was that you were really originally hoping for. This person has felt this energetically. If you haven't communicated it to them, and they want to come back in like they always have, but they understand that they have to come in with some consistency here, with the promise backed up by action that they are going to build with you something of more substance. Nothing else is going to sway you anymore. The intimacy, it's just not fulfilling you. It's just not weighing up the way it used to for you. When you think about what this is bringing to you and how it's feeding your soul in a relationship or a union, or even if it was a friend, I would feel at a lack here, right? And so you're looking at this and you're like, no, even the intimacy leaves me feeling empty at the end. So, it just doesn't cut it anymore. And they know they have to come in with some stability. Otherwise, there is this fear that they're going to lose you. And so now you're just waiting. You're in this space, and what you're finding really difficult is coming out of these fears that you have with releasing them and potentially letting them go. And what if they decide to never come back? This is what I'm getting. There is this sense that you've realized that you definitely did want more, but you may not have communicated that with them. You may have settled for what they were offering because that's the only way you could have them in your life, so you believed. But now you're really stepping into your power, Scorpio. You're remembering who you are. You're remembering what you wanted. And you're willing to take that risk and take that leap. But the fear of you making the wrong decision, it feels that you're making the wrong decision, or feeling it's going against what you want and what you know is right and what your thought process is telling you. But it's almost like the divine stepped in and said, no, Scorpio, this is not balanced. We've been trying to tell you all along. We've been guiding you through those intuitive nudges. Every time this person cycles in and cycles out, that something isn't right, to the point where you can't ignore it anymore. We're like waving the flag up right in front of you. Scorpio, remember, this is not what you wanted. And so now is the time where something may have happened. This massive blow up could have occurred. This insight, or this flash of realization that you need to retreat, to really gain your strength and make a decision that's in your best interest, even if there is fear involved, to set those scales, bring yourself to balance, so you can slowly start to shift out of this energy where you're not receiving what you want or what is in the best interest of you, and start receiving the kind of love that you have been trying to manifest or that you've forgotten about. Divine is stepping in to remind you to follow your light, to follow your path, and that pain is just temporary. You know, you will feel more empowered and stronger as you go closer to your life purpose, as you walk true to your life path. So that's the message I'm getting here for you, Scorpio. I'm going to pull out a card on what energy you need to surrender, so that you can start to move out of this fear that this isn't the best decision for you. For those of you that this message resonates, okay, you know whatever decision it is that you're about to make or that you've made, and if there's anything that you're hesitating about, you know what it is that you're hesitating about, and that's causing you that mental anxiety. So this is what I'm trying to pull out. How you can go about starting to gain more clarity and conviction in your decision and move forward with determination and courage, right? All right, let's have a look. What energy do my beautiful Scorpio need to release? What do they need to surrender? Surrender your belief in scarcity. Oh my gosh, Scorpio. Surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. I feel this is so in line with the reading. I feel that this fear that you may be sensing, that this person may not reciprocate when you finally do communicate that you need more, is coming from this belief that there is no one else out there for you, because you've become so used to receiving what you've received. You've lost your vision and your way. There is so much abundance out there for you, Scorpio, that the universe wants you and the divine wants you to acknowledge, to see, to receive. And that's why they've stepped in now to balance these scales. You know, this whole situation and the way it has occurred over time, and this realization that you've lost your way has, to a degree, lowered your belief that there is more out there. It's really closed you off, you know, and the divine is saying, no, speak your truth. Set those intentions, believe that there is more beyond what you see right now and what you're receiving right now. This is how, for the month of March, this is the advice that I'm getting and the guidance that I'm getting. in order for you to really feel convicted and courageous and you know, feel stronger as you embrace this newfound realization that there is more out there, that you need more, it's because there is more. Spirit is saying, start believing in that, speaking those words, setting those intentions out there, that there is more, that you wanted more, that this is what you want moving forward, so that you can start bringing that into your reality and really lifting your vibration. And as you do that, you will slowly start to feel more convicted and more empowered. All right, Scorpio. Wow, that was a really, really good reading. Okay, so energies with our exes, they're always difficult. Energies with these situationships, they're not ideal, but this is a very clear message that the divine and your guides are on your side. And whatever has happened recently that has brought upon this newfound realization has been guided and brought to your attention by the divine for your best interest. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found that reading helpful. Please let me know if the message resonates. I love to hear it in the comment section. I read all your comments and I do try and respond to all of them. It helps me better understand who I'm connecting with, and it helps me better when I channel your energies. I go based off those comments, right? And the likes, so I know who I'm working with. Anyhow, guys, have a fantastic month. I will see you for next month's X reading.